let's just hit up home. 15 damage, oh my lord. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today, we're playing Gruul Ramp in Core Set 2021. If you find any value within this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share it to a friend, and of course, subscribe. As always, we're going to take a look at the deck list, break down each card, get into the deck's strategies and synergies, how do all of the cards work together to form the archetype, and then we'll be looking at our gameplay footage where we break down all of the different plays we can find within the new Core Set 2021 meta, closed out with my final thoughts. So with that all out of the way, the deck list for Gruul Ramp M21 starts out with one copy of a Boreal Grazer. This is a 0/3 with reach. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. 4 copies of Gilded Goose. This is a 0/2 with flying. When he enters the battlefield, create a food token. We can pay 2 to sacrifice the food token and gain 3 life. We can also pay 2 and tap the goose to create an additional food token, or we can sacrifice a food, tap the goose, and add 1 mana of any color. Onto our 2 drops, we have 4 copies of Heroic Intervention. This is an instant. Permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Paradise Druid, a 2/1, and it has hexproof as long as it's untapped. When we tap it, we can add 1 mana of any color. 4 copies of that as well. Onto our 3 drops, we have 4 copies of Sporeweb Weaver. This is a 1/4 with reach, protection from blue, hexproof from blue, and whenever Sporeweb Weaver is dealt damage, you gain 1 life and create a 1/1 green sapperling creature token. 2 copies of Everquill Phoenix. This is a 4/4 with flying, mutate for 4. Whenever this creature mutates, create a red artifact named Feathered, and we can pay 1, sacrifice Feathered to return the Phoenix from our graveyard to the battlefield tapped. 4 copies of Gemrazor, reach trample 4/4, mutate for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Migratory Greathorn, a 3/4, mutate for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. On to our 5 drops, we have 4 copies of Terror of the Peaks. This is a 5/4 with flying. Spells your opponents cast that target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast, so that's nice. So at least if your opponent targets him, he's taking 3 life. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, which is insane. 4 copies of Auspicious Starrix, 6/6, mutate for 6. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times that this creature has mutated. Put those permanent cards onto the battlefield. A single copy of Fiery Emancipation. This is a 6-cost enchantment. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage to that permanent or player instead, which is insane. We have 7 mountains, 9 forests, 4 stomping grounds, and 4 Temple of Abundance within the deck to finish it off. That's the deck list. Let's kind of talk about and break down the strategy here. So it is Gruul Ramp and a mix between that and Gruul Mutate. We could easily just make a case and call it Gruul Mutate. I do try to get there very quick though with the 4 copies of Gilded Goose. This is something that we wouldn't do in a typical Mutate deck. However, just providing that additional mana is really, really helpful, and it's going to get the ball rolling as soon as possible. The main strategy, obviously, is Terror of the Peaks, and then free casting with the Starrix, because the Starrix will flood the field with permanents. More than not, it's going to be a creature, and then that creature will deal damage to your opponent. So that's a really, really cool strategy there. We have Fiery Emancipation, which is going to make everything just go absolutely nuclear, which is incredible. And then a cool combo with Sporeweb Weaver, our Terror of the Peaks, and Heroic Intervention. Because whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it's going to deal damage to it. And then we can have the Sporeweb Weaver with Heroic Intervention. Oh, so everything was going to have hexproof and indestructible. So it will make 1/1 green sapperling when it's dealt damage. It's indestructible, so it survives. And then you can just do that ad infinitum, which is really, really cool. So that's a nice way for you to go infinite with Terror of the Peaks, Sporeweb Weaver, and Heroic Intervention. Other than that, it's just the standard Mutate deck, right? Get your Paradise Druid out, don't tap it, for goodness gracious, and then just put your Great Horn on it, right? Stack your Great Horn, stack your Great Horn, Gem Razor, your Evercool Phoenix. Just stack the Mutate as high as you can, so you've got 5-6 stacks of Mutate on your Paradise Druid. We have Heroic Intervention not only as the combo piece with the Weaver and the Terror of Peaks, but it also will protect our Paradise Druid from any sweepers, right? The only thing that's still going to get it is an Ugin -X. Exile all non-targeted, so that's a bummer, right? But more times than not, they won't be dropping that anytime, and even if they do, that's probably game for any deck right now. So Heroic Intervention will protect your Paradise Druid from things like Shatter the Sky, which would normally shut down the Mutate deck. So stack all of your Mutate on your Druid with Hexproof, protect it with Heroic Intervention, then play your Starrix on your Mutate stack, flood the field with permanents. Hopefully Terror of the Peaks is one of those permanents. Hopefully Fiery Emancipation is one of those permanents, and then you will absolutely destroy your opponent just with damage, because Terror's damage will be tripled through Fiery Emancipation, which is incredible. And then we've got the Phoenix with flying, the Goose that we can mutate on with flying as well. So there's a lot of ways to get through and around it. And once we put our Gem Razor onto a stack, it will have trample there as well, which is really cool. So general strategy, ramp with your Paradise Druid, play it like a Mutate deck, get your Starrix out, trample, 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 explosion with Terror of the Peaks and Fiery Emancipation, and maybe both, right? We do the Spore Web, Terror of the Peaks, Heroic Intervention, and then we just blow the game up that way as well. Regardless, it's a very fun deck to play. I don't know how competitive this is. This is more on the jank side, but I was winning games with it pretty easily and pretty explosively. So I really like when the meta is new, you can try new things and not get punished with such a salty metagame, 3 tier 1 decks style environment. So this is a lot of fun right now. I always enjoy when a new set comes out for specifically that reason. We're going to get into the gameplay footage now for the day. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comments below, or you can join our Discord. We have over 1,200 members, beginners to the top ranked Mythic players in the world. It's a great place to get advice or just to share your experience with the community, right? And yeah, daily uploads on YouTube. We do the premieres, so we're there live. We can chat with you guys while we're showcasing our latest content. So come say hello there. And then right after that, around 6 a.m. PST, we'll be streaming on Twitch. And we do that for 2 to like 8 hours. So it'd be really cool to hang out with you guys live, right? Come show your support. Thank you for continuing to spend your time and attention here with me, and everybody who stepped up and started to support the channel financially. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully, maybe a month or two, we can get into a new location with some better internet. How excited am I, right? It's gonna be really good for the Twitch stream, especially. So, Gruul ramp, I think, is a serious threat right now, early metagame. It's really fun because not only do we run Mutate, which is broken with Starrix, but we can protect our Mutate with Heroic Intervention. The only thing you have to worry about is a Ugin -X. Go out there, have fun with it, smash the rank, let me know how you make out with it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Let's get into today's gameplay footage. Let's get after it. Do we draw Forest? How quick can we get into the Starrix? We'll Goose and Druid next turn. Just an engaging match. Sometimes I need to try to pretend that their internet is as bad as mine. We'll sacrifice one of our geese. That way we still have a creature to sack with the priest. We're sitting on 4. We should block the priest, probably. So this veto is going to be a thorn, quite literally, in our sides. Yeah. We could mutate, but we're tapping our Great Horn then. Let's kill the oven. Are you joking me? You didn't tap the goose for food? How does it... Why would it ever tap your hexproof creature? I should have just done it manually. What a joke. Maybe we draw 2 lands, and we can mutate again. 2 untapped lands. Ooh. Terror is very good. Interesting. We really need our Starrix to survive. Right? We have 2 mutates in hand. Come on, baby. Oh, that should have hexproof, and this goose should have been tapped. Right? Not too worried about it. He doesn't have anything to easily sacrifice, is his problem. Another knight. That's very good. We can sack the goose. Okay, deep breaths. Can our Starrix survive? Oof, nice. Another oven, very good. Let's kill the ovens first. Three permanents, hopefully they trigger. Ooh, one of those is good. A couple of them are good, nice. And let's start killing things. To its power. To any target, which is just 1. So I guess let's throw that up top. This is for 0. And then this is for 4. We gotta kill the priest. This is draw engine. He's really going to appreciate this. Hopefully he lets it go through. Let's kill the oven. Taking the land. And now we get 4 permanents. That's our Fiery Emancipation. That's absolutely perfect. So it deals triple damage. So let's just hit up home. 15 damage, oh my lord. To combat. And I believe we have enough trample and air damage just to slay him. Woof. Mwah. Should have hit our spider as well there, just to make that trigger go off, but it's cool to hit our opponent for 15 too. Would have killed our spider. Lordy, look at the damage by Fiery Emancipation. We have to get very lucky with this hand. It's so greedy. We don't have any ramp like we need, but we kind of do have those combo pieces like we want. If we can keep drawing lands, that's okay. We want to free cast that later, so it can go to the bottom. Actually, kind of glad I scryed there. Okay. I was like, no Uro, really? Let's get that Scryland in play. Mountain can stay. Well, I guess that's 5 already. We don't need 6. The Starrix will help us. Protection from blue, reach. Whenever it's dealt damage, we gain 1 life and create a 1/1 Sapperling. Hexproof from blue. I love the new symbol there for Hexproof. Mutating for 3. We get to keep our heroic intervention up to protect us. If he counters, whatever. We want the counters gone so our Terror can hit uncontended. More land. Three damage. Very nice. Protection from blue is a big help. Fight effects with green. Damage effects with red. That's what we need to worry about. Okay. Bone Crusher right to our chinny chin. Could be Team Air Adventures. So we can Starrix this next turn, which is really fun. And we even have our Heroic Intervention if we pull land. If he has a counterspell, it would be good. I'm guessing he just has Brazen Borrow's Petty Theft, right? Another land, plus 2 permanents. Classic rope. Nice. Heroic Invention sucks, but we get the land, which is what we wanted. We can attack, and if he has um, some damage to do, our Indestructible and Hexproof will still protect us. Right, we gain some life, create a 1/1 here. And then here is our Hexproof and Protection. Or Indestructible, I should say. Which should save us. Terror of the Peaks gets played next turn, and then hopefully we just top deck some more Mutate to flood the field. We need the Spider Alive with our Terror of the Peaks. But now that we've mutated it, yeah, we don't really need the Heroic. We can do it once or twice. Double Bone Crusher? Okay. Maybe he has Wilderness Wreck and he really just doesn't want us to touch it. Do you think it'll take damage here, even though it's 0? Ah, would have been cool. Good game. Terror of the Peaks is just too much for him to see. This is not what we want to see, but at the same time, if I can ramp into these terrors, I'll allow it. Let's just try to ramp as hard as we can. We can mutate the Greathorn onto our Gilded Goose. Gives us access to 4, 5 the turn after, as long as we're not hit. Ooh, Cultivate's nasty. He has reach, but I think he's just going to take the damage. Really? That's always nice. Oh, okay. Changes his mind. Just land city, right? That's terrifying. Our first terror hits. Hopefully we can survive this turn. Nissa doesn't worry us.
Together we will prevail.
We can block the land. We can also just kill Nissa.
The land shall conquer you. Do not assume I am fragile.
We're holding our intervention up just as safekeeping, right? Nissa stays in play, whatever. Our heroic intervention does nothing here.
Peace is fragile.
We should have killed Nissa. I can't believe we didn't.
Cherish what little you find.
So heroic intervention doesn't work because it's exile each, not target.
The land fights for us.
I believe the lands are colorless as well. Yeah.
I cannot protect you anymore.
Silence.
My golly, does that hurt. So kids, just ramp into Ugin. He can do whatever he wants with these Maze Mind Tombs. Oh, and that. Nice, he gets a second one too. Dirty dog. Cry.
Consider this a warning.
Let's get a Starrix off the top. At least we deal with Ugin. What a chore.
Death has never stopped me.
Gaining life here. Drawing a card. Escape to the Wilds is so good. He pulls another one. He's just comboing these wilds into one another. Disgusting. All because we didn't kill Nissa. We tried to protect ourselves instead. Ouch. He's down to 28. We should have put our goose out so we could have made a food this turn. We have to play defensively. And just bank on the fact that this escape to the wild does nothing. We need a Starrix off the top. He just got 3 copies of the Heart of Keld. That's gotta burn. Down to 20 already. He's gotta have more Anissas, right? Just playing so many land. Cry. Maze Mind Tomb triggers. Oh, there she is.
Through this land, we are all connected.
And now we get burned with Fiery Emancipation on the opposing port state. That's funny. Good game. We're just gonna let all the hits through.
Behold, nature's true power.
Well, let's do our best, actually. Oh my god. Let's let it hit, see how much damage it does. 60. Oh wait, it's got first strike so it doesn't do the others. Nice. That's awesome. Alright, Gruul Ramp. Fiery Emancipation. Oh my lord. This card's busted. 100% El Busto. We've got 1 copy in the deck. Maybe 2 of them. So I know, like, Andre's Forerunner's pretty cool. Just because he's 7/7 with trample and everything, but, I don't know. I'm really liking this Fiery Emancipation. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Is it a bad idea for Emancipation, Terror of the Peak combo? Or is it maybe better, potentially, than the Forerunner? Or should we combine them both? Right? Huh. So, I think tomorrow we're back with more Gruul. We're playing a free-to-play variant of Gruul Aggro. So it's really cool. It's updated for Core Set 2021. I do want to make sure that we're giving you guys at least 1 new free-to-play deck every week. Probably 2, ideally. Keeping it fresh for you guys, letting you explore different aspects of all of these new archetypes because they're so much fun, you guys. It's not all about Ugin. There's a lot of really cool jank that you can play with, and it's really fun to play at the start of the season when the meta isn't as harshly defined and you don't get punished for every sick play that you make, right? So thanks for watching, you guys. I'm live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. Come say hello. We have daily uploads on YouTube, doing them live now, so you can chat with me real time while we both watch the same content premiere, which is fun. That's been going really well. And then join the Discord community, like I always ramble about. Check out the competitions, giveaways, so you can dip your hand in the cookie jar, right? I was about to say my cookie jar, but Anyways, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow with some Gruul free to play. Thanks for watching, supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.